Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of So Fired. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay Regier.
And welcome. Each week on So Fired, we take life's shitty things and turn them into pretty things.
And it seems like there's always shit to complain about, and I'm not just disappointed this week at all.
You know, I've transcended, so I don't have anything to complain about. Oh, we are so excited to be back in the studio.
And you know what we're talking about today?
No?
We're back on our manifesting bullshit. Pookie's looking really fine.
Oh, Pookie.
And justice for Justin Timberlake.
We'll see
you don't have to agree with me.
We'll
but
see about that one. If deserved.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's that time of the hour. What's your So Fired of the week, Lindsay?
My So Fired is that my purse got stolen along with my entire wallet, all my credit cards, driver's license, and like probably $100 worth of lip glosses and products and lip liners.
Oh, girl.
Like the most important things were in my purse.
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so, yeah.
Yeah.
You handled it so well, though.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of helped that like I didn't really need anything.
I guess that's a statement of life, isn't it?
Yeah. So I lost my driver's license, and actually this all happened like 2 days before I was set to travel. So thank God I had a valid passport. So, you know, you got to go through the whole thing, get all your cards. What a drag. And I had to get a new driver's license. And typically this is very painful. But I just got a new driver's license yesterday. And you know what? They let you smile now in your photo. So my driver's license photo is the best photo that I've ever had the entire time I've had a driver's license. So I'm so pumped that I had to get a new one. Woo!
I'm excited for you as well.
Thanks.
This is just one more opportunity for me to screw up a photo. Because they're not going to like let you take more than one.
No, they do.
You're like...
If I got it on one and done, but the people in front of me got like 2 or 3 chances. Yeah.
And they're going to be like, no. Okay, no. Why would they slow down their lines like that?
Honestly, because it's only at the driver's license center. This isn't even the DMV. There's a special driver's license center that you go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
County line?
Arapahoe?
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. And the guy that was taking the photos, he's like, you're going to like that one. I just know it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're right.
I already know.
He was hyping people up.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I would like that job.
It was lovely.
I would love it.
Yeah. So.
Great.
What's your So Fired?
Oh, comedy.
So
I've recently, well, not that recently now. It's October, November, December, January. Is it almost been 4 months? It's been 4 months.
Wow.
Okay, sorry. So I started doing open mic nights comedy back in October. And I am learning a lot about myself during this process. You think it's just a matter of get up there and attempt to say something funny and get feedback. It is not. Well, how about this? It is not for me in the sense that I am learning a lot about my limitations and areas for improvement. I realize I don't breathe. I don't know how to breathe.
I know. I can't believe you made it this far in life.
And you're wondering, like, Chelsea, what the hell does that mean? It means I really hold my breath all day long, every day. Like, I actually don't even think about So I reached out to Yoga Doug, and Yoga Doug, shout out, he sent me a link to his Patreon channel where this hot dude does breath work. So I'm working on that, or at least I'm listening to it while I'm eating. I also realized when I'm doing open mic comedy, I don't like to actually be seen by people.
which is really half of the battle of being up there is being seen.
That's why we thrive on the podcast, because I have a face for radio, and I don't I don't want you looking at me because I'm hideous.
Definitely not. I was being such a stage mom when we went on Wednesday. I was like, ooh, I got to get closer to record you. And I'm like, yeah, isn't she doing so good? And
she was doing horribly.
You did close your eyes so no one could see you.
I think this time I'm going to go up. Since these people are slowly becoming my friends, I'm going to start wearing sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Why the fuck haven't I worn sunglasses?
I know.
Yeah, because you guys know sunglasses. I should get like sunglasses that say "So Fired" over.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Ooh, let's get some branded sunnies.
Right. Yeah, they're called sunnies these days. We don't call them sunglasses anymore. I'm an idiot. A dumb idiot. Old dumb idiot. Add on a new word. If you can't tell. We are giddy to be back. Oh,
I'm so
all
excited.
the things. This is our happiest of happy places.
This is the only highlight of my week.
This is the highlight of my life. So yeah, no, it's really painful. Comedy is painful. It's like getting drunk and then waking up the next morning and regretting everything you said the night before. Yeah. And then just when you do start to forget, you go again because it's Monday night.
It's like the hair of the dog. You're like, I got to keep going because it'll be less painful. Oh, nope. Still feel like that.
In fact, it feels worse each time.
Yeah.
So this feels a lot like my drinking problem. That I was so good at beating and I've just fallen off the wagon. Oh, I think that's hilarious, by the way. All right.
Okay, you should use that next time. Did I lose you?
No. Am I still here? How about now?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Okay.
So, well, how about this? What's your issue of the week?
Well, my issue is that now I find the content on TikTok from corporate Natalie relatable because I'm in corporate world and I find that to be an issue.
Who's corporate Natalie?
Oh, you don't know corporate Natalie? She's the one always doing the skits of like the Gen Z.
Oh, yes, I do. With the Oh, she was my favorite.
Oh my god, I love her. And now it's like
I love corporate Natalie.
Oh god, I fully understand the issue of this meeting could have been an email. Like I had an hour blocked off for meetings yesterday, and it took 6 minutes.
Yeah,
6 minutes.
I don't know how corporate measures that to be like a productive use of time.
I don't know either. And like
they're so out of touch, they feel like Congress.
Oh, I know. They're like, this is how it's done. So this is how it's always been done. So we're going to keep doing it.
On Wednesday, you were there when the guy was like, why won't boomers die? He was like just fucking chanting it. And I was laughing. So I should be, if I could get paid to be an audience member, I would fucking be rolling in dough. I would take you and Jesse and we do all the things.
You know what? Like we need to go to LA and get on the soundstage or like be in the audience for a sitcom and then be like and be laughing the loudest, be like, okay, well I actually own that, so you're gonna have to pay me every time that you use this laugh track.
Yeah. That's clever.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, but boomers just remind me of corporate America and all the nonsense rules that they adhere to that aren't really
yeah. And I mean the issue is like, oh, there's a dress code now and there's rules to follow. But you know what? I followed the rules for 1 week, which I think is good enough. And then
your new job.
At my new job. And I think next week I'm going to start to wear leggings that I want to wear, like a different color, maybe like a blue.
And I'm going to start pushing that envelope now. I can't wait to see how far you go in corporate and like how far you keep pushing it.
Yeah, my husband like cringes when I tell him like the things that I say and do.
No, tell me, I love it. I celebrate your fearless approach to life.
Yeah, basically, this is my other issue is that at work, I'm kind of displaced and I don't have my own office. So I called my boss. I was like, I want the general manager's office because that's the most convenient one. I'm like, that's the one that I want. And he's like, well, that's really aiming high. I was like, okay, but that's the one I want. So let's work on that.
I was thinking about when you told me that, I was like, yeah, I should think like that too. I want that. Because I'd be like, maybe I could have the janitor closet.
Well, you know what? I figure if I don't get that one, I'll at least have something that's not a janitor closet. It'll be one step down.
Like, do you want me to do my best for these patients? Like, do you want me to, I mean, like these patients need care.
These patients need privacy. They need an office.
Yeah. How about hospitality or whatever the fuck you call it? Hospitality.
So yeah, those are my issues. What issues do you have, my transcended friend?
I don't really have a lot of issues. How about a story?
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I've been holding this off for the last 35 minutes. I went to yoga today and it's snowy and gray. And snowy and gray days usually mean that yoga is going to be booked solid. And it was super hot and it was mat to mat, 60 people. Okay. And this lady with Grace, she's like, come over here. So I'm far back left corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the blocks are, Studio 2?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm 1, 2, 3. I'm fourth in from the wall. I don't know why I need to tell you that, but I want you to be a part of this. I'm at back row. And then this gentleman, he's moving, he's expanding. So they parted the sea so I could plop my mat down. And the gentleman moves his mat over to the gentleman closer. This is how that works, all right? They're making room for me.
People make room.
Okay. Gentleman A says, I hope you got your shots.
Your shots?
B2, gentleman B was like, I'm just trying to make some space. He's like, this is how people are getting COVID.
Ay, ay, ay.
And I was like, okay, whatever. So then another gentleman comes in. I don't think we're at 4 rows. I think we're at 3 rows. But this gentleman comes in and he goes perpendicular. He goes perpendicular. So you gotta Matt's go
in a row.
In a row. This motherfucker
Vertical.
goes like 90.
He's like
right in front of the fucking guy that loses his shit. He was like, you're touching my mat. He's like, what? He's like, you're touching my mat. He gets up. A is like losing his shit with guy C, who's like, sir, I just need to make some room. He's like, are you trying to give me COVID? And he's like, no, sir, I'm not. I was just trying to make some room. He's like, you're on my mat. He's like, please respect me. He didn't even say that. He was like, don't touch my stuff. So now the room is erupting. It just keeps going. I like turn to the lady. I've seen her there a lot.
Yeah.
So, she's taller and she's got short blonde hair. If you saw her, you'd be like, yeah, I know her.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed her hand, squeezed as tight as I could, as if the airplane was experiencing turbulence, scrunched my eyes because I was like dying of cringe. She's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I can't take this. I can't take this. This is too much for me. People are like, the room is erupting with negative COVID fear.
Oh my God.
People are like, stop it, calm down, shut up, blah, blah, blah. Like, the room is losing their mind right now. And the guy's like, I wasn't trying to give him COVID. He's like, yes, you're on my mat. And they're going crazy. So row 2 makes room for the guy. You could have made room for him in the beginning. And the guy turns to so guy C turns to the lady next to him. He's like, I wasn't trying to give him COVID. He's like, I don't even have COVID. So my transcendent mind thinks, rather than perpetuate all this energy, I just stood up and started like I do before class. Like I will go through the sequence ahead of time.
Yeah.
It makes me look like a weirdo. And I get that, but I choose to ignore it because when it comes time to actually do the pose for the first time with the instructor, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like I'm not getting warmed up.
You think that's what makes you look like a weirdo?
What makes me look like a weirdo?
Oh, I don't know. How about wearing a long sleeves shirt with a hoodie on top of it and putting the hood up over your head and wearing that the entire class? That makes you look like a weirdo.
Well, you know what I think? I'm like, eventually I'm going to be like, I'm going to be mysterious and people will be like, that chick. I practiced with the sweatshirt girl. I'm going to be like my own.
100% people are already saying that.
So it was my intent to diffuse the situation, in which case I just started practicing my sequence to be like, okay, people, let's not get. So like Talon walked in and she's like, guys, the instructor, she walks in, she's like, guys, there's a lot of energy in here. And I was like, oh, one of these fucking Karens is going to be like, well, that guy, buddy, bye. She's like, I don't know what's happening. Because a part of me was like, I want to run out because they were really angry.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, yo, heads up. But I was like, no, I'm going to let this see where it lies. So she comes in, she sits down, she greets everyone. And everyone's finally, I was like, I gave her like the thumb under the chin, like, and then I held up my hand. I was like, like, keep an eye on that one. Because, you know, if he's going to lose his shit mid-class,
Yeah. she
should at least, like, she's my homegirl. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to
be aware.
Yeah. You know, and I've seen her. We've been through a lot of classes together over the years. I've been there for a decade now. It was fucking unreal. But I want to thank that guy because he got me all energized up. Like I brought my A game.
And you were breathing.
Yes.
Which I think took it to the next level.
Yeah, because I listened to that guided breath work last night when I was eating dinner. I was like, in through the nose, out through the mouth, huh?
Huh. You guys should see this guided breath work, man.
He's so hot.
He looks like he would do breath work. He has shoulder length hair, if not longer. His hair might be as long as mine, and like a stupid little mustache.
didn't see the mustache and
And,
then like
like,
glasses on.
and some of those like kind of tribal-ish tattoos and like
Hello.
yeah, he looks like he does breath work. But if that's what gets you to breathe, thank God.
Lindsay's like, that douche.
I feel like I've told you these things before, but okay.
You know, that's how life
Yeah,
is sometimes.
It is. It's
Well-
like when you tell me something and then 6 months later I was like, I have a really good idea.
And I did think that. And I knew this was actually going to come up. When you're like, I've been telling you, you know, but it wasn't until comedy and your observation. I don't think you said I noticed you're not breathing, but I did notice you're like, I don't think you like being seen.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah. Oh, you know what else we could do? If you don't like being seen, I can stand in front of you on stage and do all of like the hand motions and like facial expressions and like lip sync it while you're behind me talking.
Or I do the hands.
Yeah, you do the hands. Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be fucking hilarious. That would be phenomenal.
So
I did think, why can't I just bring Lindsay up there and like you stand there quietly?
I know.
And I just talk at you.
You could.
You're just like,
trying a whole new thing.
I was thinking about it. You're there. You might as well come up with me.
True.
And I was like, oh. So I'm determined. It's by far the hardest thing I've ever done.
Well, you'll have it nailed down in like a month or so.
I'm working on it. I'm like, oh, I do love a hard challenge. And I'm going to be so fucking good.
Watch out.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get to the rest of the show, let's do a quick word from our sponsor of the day, which is Groovy.
Oh.
Yes. Groovy is trailblazing a new way to live and socialize with alcohol-free beverages that are super yummy. Are you a rosé girly? Try their bubbly rosé. Are you a beer drinker? Try their award-winning golden lager. It's so good. They also have some really fun seasonal flavors. And all Groovy products are low gluten or gluten-free.
Oh.
No added sugars and less than 0.5% ABV. So you'd have to drink 10,000 to get a buzz. You'll get all the flavor without the hangover. And you can now get 10% off by using our link in the show notes and using code STAYGROOVY at checkout. Enjoy.
Yay.
Yay.
I bet my breathwork man drinks Groovy.
I bet you he does.
Oh, I bet he loves to crack it open after he's breathed the shit out of it.
He probably like takes a nice like of the smell and he's like, ah.
Does he do ASMR too? And then you hear him crack open the cold one?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to manifesting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to tell this story.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Okay.
Yep.
So 2 weeks now?
Yes.
2 weeks ago, last Saturday. Oh, no, a week ago?
A week ago.
A week ago Saturday. So a week ago, I'm working the restaurant. Somebody calls me and they're like, oh, Chelsea, do you have room at the bar? Yes. It's Kelly. Awesome. Hey, Kelly. Okay, great. Hey, Chelsea, I want to talk to you when I get there. Okay, so does everybody.
Duh.
And so she sits down. She's like, Chelsea, I want to tell you why you and I should be friends. Okay, go. She's like, I am a master manifester. I'm a certified Reiki master, speak with angels. I can detect if people have cancer. I was like, oh no. And then she's like, I can detect if you have cancer, if you're cancer free, all the things. I can speak to the past. I used to charge, private services for $250 an hour. She's like, I think we should be friends. Yeah, how can you say no to this? Yes. She's like, I want to help you. She's like, you have so much going for you. And I've been out of practice for a really long time. I want you to be my legacy in which we meet and I will get you to where you want to be on all aspects of your life.
Boom. How can you say no to that? You cannot. And like, that doesn't happen. No master manifester just calls you up out of the blue and is like, I want to help you.
Literally.
Yeah.
Let me sit down. I mean, she's like, I'm here to talk to you.
And I think she like obviously popped in at the right time because we feel like we're doing all the things and we're like, come on, like, and also I feel like we were kind of burned out on manifestation and all of the girl boss things, but not no more. So tell me what you've been learning from the master manifester so far.
So I met with her and they say if it's a good experience, you will not notice the passage of time. So we had appetizers at that Mexican restaurant that you took me to for my birthday. I love that place. And it was 3 hours.
Boom.
Boom. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's been 3 hours. I was like, girl, I am enjoyable to be around.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
She's very tiny.
Really?
When I got up, I was like, Kelly, I didn't realize how tiny you are.
How tiny is she?
She's not as tiny as Jessie. She's a little bit tinier than you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jessie's real tiny.
Jessie is real tiny. Jessie, I think, is she 4'11"?
No.
4'10"?
No.
5. No. I don't know. Jessie, you can tell us later. But
you're pocket size.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait. Ah, yes, I knew it. She's so little.
She's so little. Okay. So Kelly the manifester, long story short, we don't even get into me. Or just like she wants to hear a little bit about it, but she's not like, hey, tell me about yourself. We're just having a conversation like we just are two gals learning about each other. I told her about my roommate situation. She's like, I don't feel that holding you back right now. She's like, that's a placeholder. She said, and I told her about the restaurant. She's like, okay, yeah, that's good for now. And I said, okay. We didn't really talk about comedy, did we?
Well,
did I? I don't remember.
I feel like maybe not directly comedy, but
yeah. Okay, you're exactly right. Yeah. So it was like, hey, we're getting you towards whatever that is. So she recommended a book. Do you have it? I have it on my Kindle. So not only did she recommend it, she brought me her copy of this book. And she told me that this woman is like the OG of manifesting books. It's a very easy read, and it's called The Wisdom of Florence.
I lost it.
What's
The Wisdom of Florence Scovel by Florence Scovel.
Yep. Yeah. So you want to get that one because it's all 4 of her books in one. It's maybe 300 pages. And yes, do you know this? Sure. Is it worth refreshing your memory? 100%. Because when a master manifestor comes to you and says, I want to be friends with you and I want you to be my legacy, you read whatever the fuck she puts in front of you and you take notes and like you already reach out. And I told her, I was like, I'm already done. She's like, oh, so you're an overachiever, are you? I was like, well, I'm ready to go.
What are we waiting for?
Let's go. Then the real gift was, she said, because I'm like, my best friend Lindsay, and my best friend Lindsay, and Lindsay this, and Lindsay this, and that one time Lindsay did that. It was so funny. I was like, and Lindsay this. She's at the last text we had, she's like, we can rope Lindsay into these. If you want to rope your friend into these sessions, we can. And I thought at first I was like, no, I wanted all of them. And then I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to be like, and then she said, instead I'm like, just get in the car. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Right. Because it wouldn't be a full experience if we didn't experience it together.
Totally.
For a split second, I was like, don't be like, you know what I mean? That I honored what I thought. And then I like reasoned with myself. I was like, no, it'd be super cool to do this together. And I was like, I got a surprise for you. So Lindsay's going to read the book.
Yep. I'm going to read it today.
Oh,
on my snow day. I wasn't expecting the invite, but I'm so grateful that I did get the invite.
Well, you did kind of put it out there.
Oh yeah. Well, I was like joking. I was like, all right, well, show's time for me. Cool.
I'm going to leave you behind. It's not that fun if you're doing it alone.
Well, I figured I'd at least get secondhand.
I know.
Yeah.
But this is better.
Yeah, this is better.
I want you at the table. Okay. So then I asked her, and the reason I'm telling you guys all of this is if maybe you would like to join us along on this ride, right? So we told you the book that we're reading. I have 100 pages left, and Lindsay is just about to start. She'll probably be done by the end of the day, but whatever. And then I reached out to this. Her name is Kelly Wallace. I think I can tell everybody.
Yeah.
She's probably going to want you to reach out to her. And I bet she'll know that you're reaching out to her before you even do.
100%.
So I said, Kelly, okay, I'm going to finish reading the book. What should I be doing in preparation for our next meeting? And she said, decide what she said, talk about the main takeaways of the book. And then we're going to chart out what your best life looks like, all aspects. And then we're going to discuss which tools would be the most fun for you to use as you're making forward progress.
Now that is exciting.
That's going to be harder than the book.
I know.
I've been thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know.
You know what they say in the book? If you're thinking about it so hard, it won't be coming to you. It'll just like download when your intuition is open.
What Lindsay means is don't think so hard. Just feel a bright, energetic feeling out of your heart. Maybe the same feeling you get when you listen to So Fired every Monday and Thursday.
Yes.
that joy, that pure joy that just like floods out of your chest, and you're not thinking, because there's no thinking amongst these goldfish right here.
No thinking at all. We encourage you to turn off your thinking cap when you are listening.
Stupid.
Okay, well, I think we'll have an update by next week.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I'm very excited for that. Okay, so let's move on. Pookie is looking so fire. Have you guys seen this on TikTok where it's Pookie and her husband Jet? And Jet, there's something a little off about him.
What's wrong with him?
He looks like
What's wrong with him? Okay, guys, let me give you a visual. Like, think Atlanta, like a white couple from Atlanta, and he probably wears Vineyard Vines. Maybe maybe he went to a college where his fraternity brothers raped a lady.
Right? 100%.
Okay, but his name is Chet, and he wears like snakeskin cowboy boots, pressed jeans, maybe like a button-up shirt, and then a blazer, or a what is that?
Yeah, blazer. Yep.
And then he
like a slicked back hair.
He's not attractive,
not at all. But you know what?
I can't wait till the real thing comes out about him.
He manifested the shit out of getting Pookie. He saw her and he's like, I want her. And he got
because
her.
he's a serial killer behind those eyes.
He might be. And like now all this stuff is coming out about them, and like, oh, well, this isn't real, and like he's just controlling her and she's an object, and he just buys her shit so that she can look hot.
Yes.
I was like, okay. So
that's what Pookie wanted.
Yeah, that's what Pookie wanted.
That's his nickname for her.
Yeah.
What's her real name?
Campbell.
She looks like a Campbell. She's got big doll eyes.
She's got big old doll eyes. She's so funny because she's like, Hermes bag. I've got on this dress from Revolve, and then these heels are from Target. I've worn them 10,000 times. They're falling apart.
Oh, I haven't heard her say that. That's cute.
Yeah, it's like a high-low, and she loves to go to the Waffle House or like Outback Steakhouse on date night.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Well, this is why I was thinking about it, because you're talking about being seen. So this couple just went viral, I don't know, just because it's different. But now people are digging into their past. Yeah. And what are they doing? Because that's what happens when you start to get seen by millions of people.
Right.
So they're like, oh, Pookie went to a slavery themed like party in college where she was dressed up like a slave owner, basically. I mean, honestly, I'm like, it was sorority. You know, it's probably like slavery owners and their hoes. Like that was the theme.
They had a chain around their neck.
Yeah. And being a former sorority member, I understand how these things happen, because you run out of ideas for parties, especially in the South. Like that seems right on track. So like I understand how that can happen.
This is so painful.
So I'm not going to cancel her for that, because I'm like, she's in college.
I know. I actually think I kind of got canceled this week.
Did you? Oh, well, a little bit.
Okay, and I didn't get canceled. Yeah. But Pookie and Jet, gold. Yeah, gold. What's wrong with him, though?
He might be missing half a chromosome somewhere. Like, I don't know.
Okay, but okay, all right. How about this? Let me ask you this.
Oh, actually, I know that. I think I know what it is. He is very smart. He's like a very smart person, like top of his class and everything, and like degrees and whatnot. So sometimes when you're extremely smart, you're just missing some social cues and some other social aspects of your life. So I think that might be it. It's
okay, here's what I have to say. It's a question for you. Okay. When the good court of public, what am I trying to say?
Court of public opinion.
Thank you. When they do all the digging and they figure out what the fuck's wrong with this guy, and it's on like Dateline or like Forensic Files, or it's on one of those shows, what do you think it is that they're like, like, what do you think is wrong with this man? Does he like kill people?
I think it could be
like, he doesn't beat her.
He doesn't beat her. I think that
what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I think he could have some date rape stories that would be uncovered. I think he probably has like paid people off for doing shady things. Yeah. Like that's the route I see him going down.
Seems like he'd be friends with the Murdochs.
100%. Yeah.
Nailed that one. So
Okay, so speaking of mics, we have to talk about Justin Timberlake.
Oh, what is it?
The love of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin Regier is also the love of my life. But Justin Timberlake, okay.
I can't believe you couldn't just leave it at the fact that it was just okay, but Austin.
Okay, I know. So JT, new music is coming out, new tour is happening. Oh my God, new merch to buy, all these new things. So, he's been getting torn down because Britney Spears in her book was like, well, he made me have an abortion. That wasn't cool. And then
nope,
that wasn't cool. But then he released new music last week and she was like, you know what, you guys, this song is a banger. This is amazing. I'm so sorry for all the hate that he's getting. And then he goes and does a show a few days after that. And before the song Cry Me a River, which we all know implicates her as being a cheater and is about her, he says, I don't have to apologize to fucking anybody. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. So Britney comes back and she's like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. I am not apologizing anymore.
Oh, my God.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about him?
I'm like, JT, you were on the up and up. She gave you the green flag of and everyone to back off and you fucked it so hard.
That's how you know he was so mean to her.
Oh God. It was painful. Why? And I'm like, now you do deserve all the hate that you're getting. I won't be part of the hate train, but you fucked it up.
She teed you up, brother.
Uh-huh.
She fucking it was gonna be an assist.
Yeah.
For the win, for the goal. Uh-huh. And you're like, no, I'm a dick. Yeah. I like to be an asshole. I hope you got your shots. You're that guy. You didn't have to be.
Didn't have to be. And it's so unfortunate because this
album. Are you so disappointed for him?
I am disappointed.
You thought better of him, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You and Jessica Biel have some kind of arrangement in your marriage where you do you and
yeah,
she's doing something. So whatever, fine. But seriously, you were going up in the court of public opinion. And now we're back to below zero.
You made it worse for yourself.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, hire So Fired as your PR team and we will get you back on the right track.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lindsay will, single-handedly.
I will. I will still be going to see him in concert. That won't stop me.
We saw the last one together.
We did. We have to go to Vegas to see him.
Well, that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll make that happen.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all I got for today.
Me too.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
Let me think. Yep.
Okay, so thank you so much for listening. Make sure you share this episode with your bestie. Follow, subscribe, all the things on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you are subscribed so you never miss an episode every Monday and Thursday. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.